Is the Syrian Refugee Camp located at Zaatari in northern Jordan, just several miles from the Syrian border where war is raging for a democratic revolution. My name is Rich Walling, and let's get out of this windy, hot, dusty road and go inside where it might be a little noisy, but less windy. So come on, Ali. You'll please have to forgive me for using my notes. I have neither a sound engineer or a teleprompter, nor can I dub over later on. This is all being shot live, all in one take. Here at Zaatari, it's beyond description. It's like a scene out of Dante's Hell. There are 125,000 people here, Syrian refugees. Now, if you compare that to the United States, that is the equivalent of 18 million people who would be refugees. There have been over 100,000 deaths in Syria. And let me revise that. The death toll would be equivalent of 18 million. The number of refugees, which is approximately 6 million, both in and outside of Syria, would be the equivalent of 84 million Americans. Now, I came here to Zaatari to try to make America better understand what is actually going on. And so, it is here with these children that I want to share my thoughts with you in America and to make you better understand the reason why we need to be involved in the Syrian Democratic Revolution. The American media has been strangely quiet to the situation going on in Syria. Perhaps this is due to the forced exclusion of journalists by the Assad regime. Perhaps it is because of the targeted killing of foreign journalists by the Assad regime during the war. According to a Wikipedia report, 154 journalists have been killed as a result of the war in Syria. So, in this age of YouTube, in this age of iPhone, we can still tell the story. And that is one of the reasons why I'm here today. So, let me tell you why in America it matters about the Syrian Revolution. First and foremost, Bashar Assad is a ruthless, brutal, genocidal dictator. He and his family run Syria like a mafia crime family. You cannot do business in Syria unless you do it with the Assad family. Those who dare to dispute the Assad family disappear. 2 years ago, in the midst of the Arab Spring that swept across the Arab world from the Middle East to North Africa and back again, Syrian children like these in the city of Dara, which is only about 20 or 30 miles from here, protested against Bashar Assad. What did he do? He had his security forces come in, take the children, and rip the fingernails out of those children's little hands. And when the brutality was shown by the Assad dictatorship against the people, Syrians around the country protested. And Bashar Assad brought out the tanks, the military, and ultimately, right now, he has brought in tens of thousands of foreign mercenaries, Hezbollah, Iranian troops, Russian military advisors, Shia Muslims from other countries, all in an effort to quell a popular uprising that is being fought in the name of democracy. So Assad has lost all legitimate claim to being the ruler of Syria. In fact, there is an exile government in Turkey that is the only legitimate government of the Syrian people, and its military force is the Free Syrian Army, supported by local men who fight in the name of God, and in the Arabic world, that name is jihadist. Jihadist is perhaps the most misconstrued and misunderstood word in the entire world, and later in subsequent videos, we'll explore what the word jihadist really means. And finally, what's happening in Syria is inflaming the region. Violence has spread to Turkey, to Lebanon, to Israel. The war is spiraling beyond the mere fighting that the people originally rose up to establish a democracy for. So it is time for the world, it is time for America to go beyond the fog of war, to go beyond the propaganda of Bashar Assad and I can only tell you that his propaganda machine is so much akin to his Russian allies. Vladimir Putin is pulling the strings in the nation of Syria. Iran has made Bashar Assad a puppet. And it is the people here is Zaatari and 1.5 million other refugees in other countries, including Jordan, and 3.5 internally displaced persons that are bearing the consequence, along with the 100,000 dead, and also the millions more who are fighting in the name of freedom and democracy. And let there be no mistake, this is a war for a pluralistic, secular democracy. The propaganda that is a war of terrorism is nonsense. That is pure, evil propaganda fostered by Russia, who is trying to maintain relevancy in this modern world. And so, we look at the children of Syria. It is in their faces that the future lay. And it is a flag made here at the camp of Zaatari, of the American flag, with the flag of the Free Syrian Revolution emblazoned upon it, to show the unity and the brotherhood that the Syrian people truly want to have with America. So, this is Rich Walling reporting to Zaatari, and I will bring further videos in the next several days to further explain and explore what the revolution is all about. So children, 1, 2, 3, hello America! Thank you.